Welcome in the Dolphins Sunday in what will be Kyle Williams' final game in the NFL. A longtime Buffalo defensive lineman announced his retirement today after 13 seasons. The Steelers have placed kicker Chris Boswell on injured reserve, and Antonio Brown is questionable for Pittsburgh Sunday. Mike Tomlin said his star receiver is undergoing testing on his knee. From Hoops, the Cavaliers have reportedly signed Warriors restricted free agent guard Patrick McCaw to a 2-year, $6 million offer sheet. I'm Kevin Dexter.
You can hear CBS Sports Radio on satellite radio. Check us out on our new channel, Sirius XM 206.
Hair metal, hair transplants, and visiting president's graves don't have precedent before. So Ken Sterling doesn't talk about them from 3 to 6 here on CBS Sports 1430.
California, this is the Jim Rome Show with guest host Brian Weber on CBS Sports Radio.
Welcome to the final hour of the program. Last Friday of the year, second to last show here in the jungle in 2018. My good friend Ray Napier will be with you on Monday with all the takeaways from the final Sunday in the NFL Plus. The best day to be on the radio because as Grant is navigating the 3 hours with you, there'll be a ton of breaking news. Black Monday, all the coaches who will be fired. Coming to you live from the Quicken Loan Studios. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently. You know the iconic phone number. You can use it. 1-800-636-8686. Emails, romanavatique.com. I've retired my favorite Twitter bit. It's just B.W. Weber. I think you can guess how to spell it. If not, Brian Weber with 1 B would love to interact with you on social media. Just one more guest in our final hour together. 35 minutes from now, we spotlight the national semifinals coming up in college football. Take you across the NFL with my pal, Eric Adelson from Yahoo Sports. Twitter has been interesting. I'll put it that way. I process all the tweets. I see what you are sharing. You can keep the venom coming. Good thing I got loads of self-esteem for no reason. B.W. Weber, and the Canadian hitman has been active. Second time in today because we have those standards when the fill-in guy is in for Jim and Romy's in the basement. All of this talk of coaching job losses, it cuts like a knife. Like a knife! Signed, Prime Minister Brian. As Alvin is the best in the business. The deal from somebody else who works in our area, coming to you from the Regal Studios here in Southern California. He is the chairman of the board, Alvin DeLauro. Alvin, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you do have a little bit of a working holiday today. No week in review. Do you have a drop or two that stands out? If I turn to you through the glass, we can communicate this way or use sign language. What's your favorite drop of the year?
I never rat's ass about Twitter.
We should just do that every time I read these terrible tweets. You got anything about emails? Mike Gundy with his amazing mullet. I think he's tanner than I am with all the makeup. All right. The balancing act as a fill-in host is, this is a major opportunity. This is the biggest and most important show in our business. Same time, so many of you jungle dwellers just want me to do the show within the show, and I love that as much as I do spewing the hot takes. That is my dilemma. Coming up before this hour is done, I will self-report. I've already shared in the past how I was on the brink of leaving the business, and I know you're disappointed I didn't pull the trigger 15 years ago. Living with my mother, getting ready to go to graduate school, and the one thing that kept me sane was listening to this show every day, feeling that connection. Well, prior to that, because it's all about the ups and downs of this wonderful business, I was kind of a big deal. Ron Burgundy-esque, doing local TV at a young age in San Francisco. 20 years ago, I was in the same room on New Year's Eve with Jim Rome in Northern California, and I may have had a Marty moment. Details coming up in less than 50 minutes. It's all about forward promotion. Your phone calls on the way as well. 1-800-636-8686. In less than 20 minutes, it's not just good radio, it's the law. New Year's resolutions across the world of sports coming up. Let's get back to the NFL. And I know the MVP race is one of those things we kick around here at Sports Talk Radio. And if you're old school, you can always get to the fundamentals, the components. Is that the important? Not the sci-fi show on NBC in the 1980s. Talking value instead of outstanding. Because college hoops, you have the MOP, most outstanding player, wrapping up the Final Four. They should just call it Player of the Year. But because years ago, the sports writers, when they were wearing hats and games were filmed in black and white, came up with the concept of most valuable player. So typically it is the best player on the best team. If that's the case closed, it's Drew Brees as your MVP award winner in the NFL. And I think it would be a fitting conclusion to his career, and he's not done. What's amazing about Brees is, in an era in which Tom Brady has inspired all of his peers to push it as far as they can go, Brees has rebounded from a few years ago in which there were whispers maybe the Saints might move on from the face of the franchise. Well, the numbers have been staggering again in recent years. And if you think about the overall arc for the Saints this year, it was Drew Brees who carried them early. Now, there haven't been a lot of missteps. They only lost week 1 to Ryan Fitzpatrick. And we know how Houdini-esque Fitzmagic can be. And they lost on a short week on a Thursday night as the road team in Dallas against a Dallas defense that if Dallas is going to beat presumably Seattle in the postseason, they're going to do it with their defense and Ezekiel Elliott and hope that Dak Prescott doesn't turn it over too much. But what's the flaw on the Saints? And you can have that conversation with me on Twitter. It's P.W. Weber, Brian Weber, in for Jim Rome. Find me the obvious weakness. Now, you could say that the Steelers arguably should have won that game on Sunday. And I spent a good portion of the program filling in for Jim on Monday, burying Mike Tomlin for a terrible decision. Not necessarily even outcome derived. It was the wrong choice, whether it worked or not, going for it. 4th and 6 from beyond your own 40 because you are showing no faith in your defense. And the Steelers were able to score a lot of points in that game because they have one of the best rosters in all of football. I'm not going to use that as an indictment of the Saints defense, which had played much better the 5 weeks before. And it really is a reflection that the Steelers have underachieved because I don't think they're going to make the postseason at all. But let's focus on teams that will have their eyes on the prize. What is going to deter the Saints from winning 2 home games and going to the Super Bowl? Because they can run it with the 1-2 punch of Kamara and Ingram. Michael Thomas, one of the top 5 receivers in all of football. They look better in terms of flow and continuity on offense with the return of Ted Ginn Jr. on Sunday. And history tells us, and it's happened again this year, the Saints, like most teams, play better at home. That's not breaking news, but the splits home and away are pretty pronounced when it comes to the Saints. If I had a MVP vote, I don't. I'm just a bloviator with hot takes. I give it to Brees, and there's nothing wrong with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, I don't think it would just be a little metaphoric pat on the head, hey, Drew, nice story, because, as mentioned, he's playing some of the most efficient football of his career. But let's do process of elimination. Phillip Rivers is not going to win the MVP award, and I love living in Southern California, other than paying the big taxes here in the Golden State, because I get to deal with delusional Charger fans who told me the entire week heading into the game between the Chargers and the Ravens, this is a different Charger team. Rivers doesn't turn it over as much. Well, what happened against Baltimore, who has the best scoring defense in all of football? For the second straight game, Rivers threw a pick to start the matchup. San Diego turned it over 3